Now, continuing with the business intelligence tool further, a spreadsheet tool such as Microsoft Excel can act as an easy but effective tool by itself. So everyone knows about Excel, and I think so everyone has used it also. You must have studied it in your this BC also, and in your basics of your computer. This spreadsheet tool, Microsoft Excel, that is an easy and an effective business intelligence tool provided by to the decision makers, and it has a large number of features that are really effective in representing your data in a form of information. So data can be downloaded and stored in the spreadsheet and then analyzed to produce insights, then presented in the form of graphs and tables. So this system offers limited automation using macros and other features. So in case of your Excel, your data is being downloaded into your this spreadsheets, or you can say your this Excel sheets. Then they are analyzed by or different in the different forms to represent that data in the form of your graphs and tables. And there are so many graphs available in your Excel. So this kind of automation that is being done using your macros. Macros is again a kind of programming. You know it, few lines that are executed together. So using macros, you can build these graphs and represent your data in the form of graphs or tables directly. So pivot tables help to help do sophisticated what if analysis. So what if analysis means what would happen if this occurs. So pivot tables, they definitely help you to do this what if analysis, and what if analysis definitely helps these decision makers, managers, executives of the organization to take your decisions. There are some add-on modules also that can be installed to enable moderately sophisticated statistical analysis. In case of your these spreadsheets also, there are some outside tools also available, add-on modules available that the decision makers can use it to represent your data in a better graphical way or statistical way to the decision makers. A dashboarding system such as Table AU can offer a sophisticated set of tools for gathering, analyzing, and presenting data. So one of the tools that we have studied in the previous slide is your Microsoft Excel or Excel sheets. Another one is a dashboard system that can be using this, you can say, Table AU kind of software, and that offers more sophisticated tools for gathering the data, for analyzing that data, and to represent that data in a different form. So at the user end, the modular dashboards can be designed and redesigned easily with the graphical user interface. So if we say from the user point of view, you can use the already existing dashboards for your this representing your data by gathering and analyzing that data and representing that data in a different form. But you can also redesign those already existing these dashboards available by using graphical user interface. GUI is available. I'll give you a sample in the next slide how these dashboards are represented. Then the backend data analytical capabilities include many statistical functions. So if you are using some kind of statistical tools on your data that is available, so that has a large number of functions, large number of functionalities are available in these statistical tools, and you can use those statistical tools to represent the data to the final user or end user who are these decision makers or managers of the organization, so that they get a picture of what this information you get from that very data. The dashboards are linked to the data warehouse at the back end to ensure that the tables and graphs and other elements of the dashboard are updated in real time. What happens is data warehouse is, as we have already discussed in a previous lecture, data warehouse is a data that is kept in a warehouse, and that is very large in number. It's not a small number that the data is available, and this large amount of data that is directly connected to the dashboard, where as and when the data is updated in the data warehouse, similarly even the dashboard representing the data in the form of information, that is also updated, and that happens in a real time. That means if there is a change in any of the values or your figures, being by the data that is being input in the data warehouse, that would definitely be reflected in the dashboard in the real time. Means as and when the data is changed, similarly that is being represented, or you can say seen by the executives or managers directly in the dashboard. So I'll show you one of this dashboard. This is a sample of your executive dashboard, that how it looks. It is one of the sample dashboard of MBI Telecom, and here you can see if we go for your right hand side for your network quality of services sentiment analysis, you have your different kind of data for your web connectivity, your voicemail access, your text transmission, signal strength, email access, and so on. Similarly, on the left hand side, you have a share of voice, and that again based on your customer services and other, although that is not very much clearly visible over here. So one of the this graph below that represents your data in different months of the year. So that again in your different graphical form. So such kind of dashboards definitely would help these decision makers of MBI Telecom to take decisions based on these graphs, this statistical tool, or you can say based on this dashboard, so that they can plan their future policies for the organization, future growth of the organization. So they take your decisions based on these dashboards only. So BI skills now. So everyone cannot be a business intelligent, skillful, so that at least he or she can provide data in the form needed by these decision makers. So as the data grows and exceeds our capacity to make sense of it, the tools need to evolve. So should the imagination of the BI specialist. So data is huge in your data warehouse. Everyone knows it now, because in the previous lecture also we already discussed. So when data is in such a huge quantity, the limitation of human being is that it cannot analyze that data by just seeing that data on the screen, or even your in the hard copy form. So what we need is, now we need to develop some tools, and you need that means the business intelligence specialists need to have an imagination to develop some tools to extract useful information from the large amount of data that is present in your data warehouse. So data scientist has been called as the hottest job of this decade. If you are good at your analysis part, if you are a business intelligence specialist, you will definitely be in demand these days by business organizations, because organizations, they want good business intelligent people, or you can say BI specialists, who can analyze their data and provide information in a very good way that can help them to take good decisions that are less risky, and of course the success rate of those decisions is quite high. So a skilled and an experienced business intelligence specialist should be open enough to go outside the box, open the aperture and see a wider perspective that includes more dimensions and variables in order to find important patterns and insights. Although BI specialist takes into consideration only the knowledge that it extracts from the data of the data warehouse using BI tools, still the BI specialist should be such a person who is open enough to go outside the box. Outside the box means take a decision that was not at all totally based on the information that was available. Of course, he should take into consideration the market scenarios also, or the environment that is presently available. For this, I'll give you an example of this COVID situation only. So although the BI specialist based on the data should have taken some different decision for the growth of the business, but due to this situation, it might need to take into consideration the environment that is presently available, and based on that, it might suggest business people to take a different kind of decision, so that your business organization will definitely have a growth in the coming months. A good data mining project begins with an interesting problem to solve. So if you have this data mining project, that definitely starts when you have some problem to solve. So selecting the right data mining problem is an important skill. So first of all, these business BI specialists or BI people who are skillful for your business intelligence using your BI tools, what they do is they first of all find out what kind of problem is there, and then they use their skill as well as BI tools to extract a good solution for it. So the data miner needs to persist with the exploration of patterns in the data. The skill level has to be deep enough to engage with the data and make it yield new useful insights. So that all depends on what kind of the skill is needed by the BI specialist, so that it can give a useful insight of the information from the data that is available in the data warehouse. It can extract good, you can say, you can mine a good kind of information from that, and that can help decision makers to take decisions and reduce the level of risk involved in your failure. Further, we'll be studying up BI applications now. We have studied what kind of business intelligence tools are available, although we have only studied presently the names. Well, in the coming lecture, we'll be going into details of it. BI tools are required in almost all industries and functions. Everyone should know one thing, that every business organization, in one way or the other, needs BI tools for decision making. So it plays a very important role in today's world for the growth of the business. The nature of the information and the speed of action may be different across businesses, but every manager today needs access to BI tools to have up-to-date metrics about business performance. As in today's world, you have a large number of BI tools available, maybe in the form of Excel sheet also, or you can say graphs in your Excel sheet also. So the nature and of your information and the speed by which the decisions or actions are being taken across the business, that all depends upon when the need, or you can say the BI tool used by the manager to have an up-to-date information regarding the business performance that is going on. Plus, it also has information regarding what kind of government policies that are being changed in the coming years, or whether they will definitely have a positive impact to your business. So if you have all these things, you can better utilize that for your business organization. Businesses need to embed new insights into their operating processes to ensure that their activities continue to evolve with more efficient practices. So business that needs a continuous process into it should know their operating processes that they are using, and to ensure that their activities continue to evolve. Evolve means definitely grow for better one. Their procedures, their methods that are being followed, they should become more efficient with time. They should know what to computerize, what to you can say, if there is some kind of repetitive activities or procedures that are being carried out by human beings, they can use your BI tools to reduce that activity of the human being. And repetitive activity, if a person is carrying out, you can better utilize that human being for evolving better kind of practices that should be followed for your efficient business operations.